Andy, first, welcome in Liechtenstein, and thank you very much for accepting my invitation. I felt and I'm very honored to work with a legend. So I was really happy when you answered me that you want to come to Liechtenstein. And at first, could you maybe tell me or explain me short why you accept the invitation? I invite you because of the fight scene. This is a project of me, and I try to fight, make a fight scene with world champions. So I'm really very honored about this. And could you maybe short explain me?
Yeah, I think that I can imagine that it's really difficult to strict certain people or level of world champions. And I'm not stubborn. I just want to share my knowledge. As a martial artist, even though I practice a really rough sport, kickboxing is pretty rough in my opinion. Compared to creative martial arts. And karate, like it's art, they say. Comparing to kickboxing, it's a big gap, but still I feel I have a message to tell and to share. So what I achieve, I try to share. And if there is a question from a person I don't know, and he wants to hear my voice, he wants to hear my knowledge, he wants to hear how I see the fight game in any way, I'm always open for that.
Perfect. So my biggest motivation is also with these videos. I wanna let a legacy for the next generation, that they can see the skills of martial arts. So we trained for years to reach such a level, and so I think it's a good motivation for them to reach that level, that they have a lifestyle. And maybe not everybody makes tournaments, because it's the tournaments to be a champion is really difficult. You have to do everything what you have inside, but maybe the other parts, the person which do martial arts for healthy, or for the kids, to have a good lifestyle, to be a good role model. I think our video or this series will motivate them.
Yeah, besides motivation, it can help them. It's not only the sport by itself, I think. It's also the education in the martial arts. It's like you told before about, you're talking about health. It's not only the physical health, but also the mental health besides that. I can tell you, without the whole story, I can tell you sometimes I came in debt. I was depressed in my career, and at the same time, it helped me, but also it distracted me.
Yeah.
But the sports always helped me to get back, to stand up in certain situations, while people usually would stay down. You understand? So the sport in regular, it helps, but the martial arts in a deeper inner side spiritual way, it can help lots of people.
Yes, I believe the same. It has a big history behind the martial arts, traditional martial arts. So generations of generation practice this, and for me it's a great lifestyle from to be a kid, also to a very high age level. So it is it is with you.
Yeah,
so it
exactly.
is fantastic.
And don't underestimate the momentum, the year 2022, where there's a lot of problems in the world, and the youth and the new generation. It's a bigger and a harder task than before for us as teachers to help the younger kids out, because they have so many distractions. For example, one of the distractions is social media, and they want to mirrorizing themselves and comparing themselves to people who have big influences on social media, but it's not always the right influences. So it's really difficult to get them in the dojo and to train their brain, besides the physical training, also to train the brain, that calmness and compassion and things like that, the disciplines of the Budo, it's really difficult nowadays.
Get back to the traditional values.
Yeah.
The respect, the discipline, to be brave, and to have power, to self-confidence, and all these values. I'm very happy that we can teach this in dojos. And as you say, 2022, it's really necessary.
It is.
Now you did stop your career, and could you describe me short? Your career, your memories, or what is for you very, very special?
Yeah, that's the question they ask me a lot. To be honest, there are so many things that I achieved, and everything had its own memory, and it's also with a great emotional feeling. So I cannot name one or two, but if you really ask me one momentum, that was the moment that I won from Masato in a tournament of 2006. I'm not the type of guy who is teasing or making bad appearances to my opponents. But everybody wanted to win from Masato-san. And in some interviews I asked him, please, let us fight. And he said, Andy, you can stand in the line. Everybody wants to fight me. I'm the world champion. I'm the Japanese champion. I'm the star. So then eventually there was the momentum that I knew to fight him in the half final. Bolt had a fight before our fight, and then there was our fight in 2006. And I was so growing mentally in that fight. But after fight, I was still like, I'm so high of my own adrenaline and all the feelings that I got, and I was so happy that I won. Me, a Dutch guy who fought Masato
in Japan,
and
Japanese
in a tournament against Japanese judges. It was a big
fantastic success,
big victory for me. So then I realized, oh damn, I need to fight one more time afterwards. But I let go a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. So it was really tough for me to get back in the fight modus. And unfortunately I lost in 2006 in the final against Boakau. And but yeah, that momentum, winning of Masato was winning like I was winning the whole tournament. That was our first fight of 3. And I won, so I was really happy.
Wow.
Okay.
So when I look back on my sport martial arts career, then it's like very wide. So I practice more than one martial arts. So I was on different federation, competitions, disciplines. So, and for me, it was always like I wanna be a great martial artist. This was my big goal. So, and of course, I also like to fight. I also fight in kickboxing or full contact karate, but I don't go the way to the top, because I really know that when I wanna fight on this level, so I have to quit the other stuff and focus on one thing. And this is mental. Also for me, very, very difficult to focus just on one thing, because if you win, okay, but if you lose, you lose. And when you are white, so you lose that, okay, but I have this. And so you have a different option, and it's mentally, it's not so big stress. So that's the reason why I admire your career, because on the top level and doing always the same thing, but years for years, and so strong, and so many years until the end, because sport and one day your age is your limit.
Yeah.
It's your limit. So, but this heart, I really admire. Really, this heart, and you call yourself also samurai, and I think you really have the spirit of the samurai.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm a bit jealous of you too, because
I'm happy because
the spectrum was wide. You have so many elements in your life, you know. And on the other hand, I got that one position. I've reached the top in what I've done. So and somehow I'm really satisfied. I'm really proud. And the other side, that's why I also I cheated a bit sometimes. I not only did kickboxing, I did shootboxing, I did MMA, and I fought a professional boxing fight. So in that spectrum, we are equal to each other because I put it a little bit wider than only kickboxing.
Yes.
But everybody see me as a kickboxer. That's what I.
And I think also for me, when I quit the competitions, for me it was not so a big. Big step, because I was parallel also teaching and practicing martial arts, and also I made my video concept. So now, like today, it's a feeling like competition, but without stress.
Yes.
But of course, my legs have pain and everything. It is. We try to give our best on the highest level because we know this is just this moment. So it is similar to a competition, but of a different way. And so for me, it was not so difficult to quit. It was for me more than. So I have show the world that one person can do more than one style. So I show it and on a high level. So for me, was okay to quit the competition. Your mental fitness is also important, that you can say, so this chapter is now finished, but now start a new chapter. I share my knowledge. Like now, I'm so happy that I'm one of the first that you different project.
So you had a great life.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot. You did a lot. You meet a lot. So your martial arts gave you a lot back.
Yeah,
right?
a lot. And also our meeting, yesterday we had, because here we gave our best, and so and share each other and knowledge, and also also the humanity, normally the fighter, you want to beat each other, but this is so we are together, not against each other. We try to make a great work.
So different lives, different human beings, different career, same martial artist spirit, and comes together.
Yeah, and
somehow
you make this happen. Thank you, really, again. Thank you so much. Thank you.